It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download for this Tuesday. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. So grateful that
You forgot these.
We're rolling right now.
And you let me walk on here.
I didn't let. It's okay. It's okay. Please excuse us. We're under construction right now. Hope your day's off to a great start. So let me tell you what we have in store for you today in just one moment. But first, let me tell you how you can find the show. We're at WNCT.com under the Download tab. It's changed to the Download tab. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the East Daily Download hashtag. We'd love to hear from you there. Also, we're at WNCT's mobile app. Scroll down, there's an East Daily Download link right there that you can watch any of the episodes you like. Okay, I mentioned we have a big show. What does that look like? Here it is. We continue our look at Cycle NC's trip through the East. Entertainment Tonight talks with Eddie Murphy about his upcoming movies. Great Outdoor Provision Company tells us about gear to help make your tailgate experience even better. And if all that wasn't enough for you, we're right now going to go out to Sam Jones Barbecue in this week's Down Eats. Let's go.
Whole hog wood fired is what Eastern North Carolina barbecue is defined by.
It also defines Aden native Sam Jones, a third-generation pitmaster. His grandfather started the legendary Skylight Inn back in 1947. Sam opened his own namesake barbecue joint in Winterville in 2015.
This is a food, but it's also a craft.
You've seen him on national advertising campaigns. He's also Aden's fire chief. And you can now add another job title, author.
To be able to get the opportunity to write a book is huge. To actually do it's a whole different thing.
The book is called Whole Hog BBQ, the Gospel of Carolina Barbecue, with recipes from Skylight Inn and Sam Jones Barbecue.
It's got my name and my face on it, but it's more than just me. It's a history not only of our family, but of a culinary dish in Eastern North Carolina.
But for Jones, it's more than that. Barbecue is a tradition.
I don't want it to end when I end.
And inside the book, Jones shows you how to start a tradition of your own, right in your backyard.
And so you can do what we do here every day, what we do in Aden every day, which is a dying breed. Just recently, there's been 2 or 3 legendary barbecue joints closed in Eastern North Carolina that were meccas, been around, just staples in a community. What I hope this book does is make it where you don't take your local barbecue joint for granted.
The book shares step-by-step instructions for cooking whole hog at home.
Your last name don't have to be Jones to cook good barbecue.
Plus, there's plenty of recipes, including the Jones family's famous cornbread.
And so the man that's on the front cover of this book 10 years ago would have been the man making the coleslaw at Skylight Inn or making your sandwich at lunch. And my family, nor maybe the person I waited on, thought I would ever do anything other than that right there. I even thought that.
Now Jones will preach the Eastern North Carolina barbecue gospel all over the country this summer, a journey that always begins and ends at home.
Aden, North Carolina, Pitt County, that's where I'm from. That's where I was born and raised. And so many times people have to leave rural America to chase their dreams, and they only come back on holidays, where I get a chance to leave Eastern North Carolina and live my dream, only for my return flight to be coming back to Pitt County.
Now downloading Tech Beat Tuesday.
The man, identified only as Theobald, severed his spinal cord after falling from a balcony. University of Grenoble researchers implanted recording devices in his head that can transmit signals into movements, which are then executed by a robotic exoskeleton. For 2 years, Theobald has been using a video game avatar to help it understand his thoughts. Over the course of the study, he was able to walk the distance of more than 1.5 football fields. Scientists say technology is an experimental treatment that could help others after it's improved. For more information, check out the journal Lancet Neurology.
Watch your local WNCT 9 in Your Side news on our live stream on WNCT.com or on our mobile app.
B block, take 2. Even better.
Seems like something's in the air today. Welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start, or better than Bryce's was, or Lauren's before that. We still have a big show in store for you, but before we talk about that, I want to tell you tonight, the final season premiere of Arrow, season 7. This is the end. This has been an amazing show the Arrowverse is built on. So check it out tonight at 9 on East North Carolina CW. Okay, right now what we're going to do is we're going to head out of the building and we're going to go talk to the great people at the Great Outdoor Provision Company about what? Tailgating and how to make your experience better. Let's go.
Hi, I'm William Fike, manager at Great Outdoor Provision Company here in Greenville, North Carolina. Football season is upon us, so stop by our shop to get ready for the big game. We stock a wide selection of game day accessories to make your tailgate comfortable. Some of the basic things that people need to have for a tailgate are going to be tables, drinkware, coolers, chairs, and stoves if they plan on cooking any of their game day favorites. Here we have the Eno chairs. They pack down very small and are very quick and easy to set up. Very lightweight, very comfortable. We also have our GCI rocker here. Actually has shocks in the back to allow you to rock back and forth without it actually rocking. Gives you a very, very comfortable seating position. We also have a full line of Yeti products here in all sorts of different colors. We also have Hydro Flask in a 32-ounce tumbler. We also have your growler for when you want to bring a lot of your favorite beverage. We have the Primus dual burner camp stove here, which is perfect for cooking anything that you might want to cook for your tailgate. We have a full line also of dishware and cutlery for your tailgating needs. And we also have the larger Yeti coolers here for when you want to keep drinks cold for days. These are perfect for on the go. The small Yeti coolers that are perfect for bringing your own individual items if you're coming to somebody else's tailgate. Or celebrate the winning combination of Yeti drinkware in your team's colors.
The last song that what?
I sang out loud.
Like today?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You don't get a redo when you call it Shallow Shadows. Especially when I've written Shallow.
Yeah, the answer is Shallows. Shallows?
His favorite board game would be
Ready? What's the answer? I think it was Domino.
Woo! I feel like there's so many things.
Is that it?
Oh. You guys cheated.
Everyone's kind of right.
If your business would like to be featured in our new show, The East Daily Download, contact Joe Bullard at 252-355-8520 or jbullard@WNCT.com today and watch The East Daily Download weekdays at 7 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
In barbecue, everybody talks about there's a secret sauce. The secret is simply getting up and going to work every morning and being consistent and being nice to everybody you interact with.
Those are words Sam Jones lives by, as he's been working in the barbecue business since he was just a kid. And he's making his way to different Pitt County high schools to share his story.
As it pertains to the restaurant, well, I think what's special about it is there's no freezers on that property. Everything we make is fresh. That is unique in the restaurant business. All our meats are cooked in a detached smokehouse.
Born and raised in Eastern North Carolina, Sam Jones wants to share why it's important to convey historical values to barbecue restaurants.
I consider our style as trying to preserve Eastern North Carolina's barbecue history unadulterated And so many people take shortcuts. And if you cut a corner here, well, guess what? That's not what it was. And I always like to say the only corners we cut are on a cutting board.
And one North Pitt High School student is particularly interested in culinary arts.
Because at first I wasn't sure about what I wanted to do, but then by him coming and telling us to keep pushing forward and never give up, actually, you know, working towards what you want to do, it makes me want to go more into what he was doing, what he was talking about.
Jones adds, Whole Hog BBQ is more than just a cookbook.
There's nothing in that book that there's not a story that exists behind that recipe.
In Greenville, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
Welcome back to the East Daily Download here on Tuesday. Quick reminder for you, you can find us at WNCT.com now under the Download tab. We've changed tabs. The Download tab is where you can find the show now. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the hashtag East Daily Download. And you can also find us on the WNCT mobile app. Right there, scroll down, download it, get it, watch us anywhere you go. Okay, something's going on behind the camera here. John, are you okay? Bryce, Lauren, John, everybody seems to be having an off day. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but we're going to get to the bottom of that in a little bit. But right now, Entertainment Tonight is going to talk with Eddie Murphy. He's got a lot of new movies coming out, and they all look really good. Let's hear what they have to say.
Aside from taking on the role of a 70s comic renegade, Eddie Murphy also told me about the Coming to America sequel and why it was the right time to bring back Prince Akeem.
For some reason, that movie worked its way into the culture to where it's like, you know, everybody has seen it.
And as Coming to America just crossed 30 years since the film release, it was only fitting to give the fans what they want. Although, with Eddie, it took a little convincing.
The guy that directed Black Panther, what's his name?
Ryan Coogler.
Him and a writer came and they pitched. It was like, hey, got an idea for Coming to America. And I didn't really like their idea, but it was like, this guy wants to make Coming to America? Well, maybe I should think about it.
So is this movie set more in Africa?
Yeah, it's mostly in Africa. And Wesley Snipes is in it, and he's playing an African warlord.
Cut! But before they take on Zamundo and the film is released next year, Wesley and Eddie co-star in Dolomite Is My Name, with Eddie tackling the role as comedic legend Rudy Ray Moore, who starred in the 70s Dolomite blaxploitation films.
This movie is about a guy that believed in himself, and he's a guy that had like the least amount, and his biggest gift was that he believed in himself.
And we'll have so much more on the next Entertainment Tonight. I'm Nichelle Turner. Now back to you.
Watch 9 on Your Side News anywhere, anytime with Live Stream 9.
7 days, 507 miles, one bike. Sounds challenging, huh? Well, this past week, the city of Greenville saw several hundred cyclists come surging in. Say that 7 times fast. But they represented the Mountains to Coast cycling fundraiser. This fall ride was a fully supported bicycle tour, which allowed for cyclists to explore our state in a very unique way. Traveling from the mountains to the coast, cyclists got the chance to explore North Carolina's scenic beauty and heritage, all the while promoting sales from businesses, hotels, and restaurants. While traveling from Clayton to Greenville, the cyclists have the option of going 2 different routes. The first, which is the fast track of 78 miles, and the second, which is the scenic route of just under 100. Now, it's recommended that the cyclists leave right after breakfast, which is served at 7 a.m., and arrive at their destination before 6:30, which is the closing of rider services. But with this being the weathering fitness segment, it brought about the question, how many calories does one person burn while biking a mile? Well, that answer depends on one of 2 factors. First, how much you weigh, and secondly, how fast you're willing to bike that mile. So if you were to take your time on the journey and exhaust every possible minute, at an average pace you travel just above 8.7 miles. This means that the average United States male will burn just over 6,300 calories, and for the average female, 5,300. So it's of the utmost importance that you grab a great breakfast before you head on out and make sure that you fuel up. With the East Daily Download, I'm Marquise Mita.
I'm Desiree Sawyer with Desiree Sawyer LMBT Mobile Integrative Massage, and me and my team, we're here today with North Carolina Cycle Mountain to Coast Ride. me and a team of therapists, we're out here offering sports massage for all of the cyclists who would like to participate. So I've been licensed in massage therapy for 10 years. And collectively, I think we have probably close to 40 years amongst the 4 therapists that are out today. We all just come together for different cycling events or any other sporting events, and we offer top-notch sports massage services to any of the athletes that are out there. It's been amazing to see the cyclists actually do what they're doing. Lord knows I wouldn't be able to. That's why I'm in the massage tent. But each and every day they amaze me with doing the amount of miles that they did to get from one city to the next, and for them to continue to do it, to get up the next day and do it again. That says a lot to their endurance and just that perseverance to get from one city to the next. A lot of them is just a goal for them to say that they actually completed the ride from the mountain to the coast, and we just here to cheer them on. So we definitely have like a 3 o'clock squad that comes in. They keep us entertained for at least that 30 minutes to an hour as that whole group comes in each and every day. So we look forward to seeing the new faces each time they come, and then the old faces as well.
Hey, I'm Bubba. Come all the way from the St. Louis area. And I am the proud organizer of Bubba's Pampered Peddlers, as you see behind me. And what we do is we go on bicycle tours and make bike riding a little bit more enjoyable for the people. When they get done riding, their day is over. We set up a tent for them. We got an air mattress inflated. We got cold drinks and snacks. We deliver their bags for them. We give them towels and washcloths. We got an electronic charging station. We do everything but ride their bike, and we do that also. I'm all across the country. This is my 18th year doing Cycle North Carolina. No, it's too hot for a run a ride today. No, I am a bicyclist. I was I did a lot more before I started my business, but that's how I got the idea, is that I always wished that I had this when I biked. So that's why I started it. You know, I came in and immediately said, wow, what a beautiful facility you have here. To be honest, and I don't want to talk bad about the other towns, but this is my favorite spot by far so far, both the park and the community. It's beautiful. This downtown area is nice. You little river area here, this beautiful park. Everybody's been so nice. Now, we usually are on the road by about 9:30 in the morning after we leave the previous town. You know, today it took us about an hour and a half to get here because it was a long drive. It was a long ride for the bicyclists and a long drive for us. So we started about 11 o'clock and we just finished probably about a half hour ago. Unfortunately, through no fault of anybody, you know, a little warm today, but you know, everybody takes it in the stride and we just get the job done. We got plenty of shade to sit in, beautiful river to overlook, and it's all good.
Today in the town commons, we just rode from Clayton, North Carolina to Greenville. We just completed a 100-mile ride in 100-degree weather. So we're very proud and feel very accomplished. I'm very excited to be back in Greenville, my old stomping ground. I was here for many years doing my doctoral research. And so it's good to be back on old familiar grounds. I wouldn't consider myself a biker, but I do bike on a frequent basis, usually 2-3 times a week. I trained about 3 months for this ride. Nobody was prepared for this heat, and a couple of people decided to do the excursion they have instead of the ride. But you know, me and my friends were already committed to do the 100-mile ride, so nothing was going to deter us from that mission. This is my third Cycle NC North Carolina. Yes, I'm actually camping with Bubba. You know, for the last 2 years, I set up my own tent, but this year I decided to do Bubba because the last couple of times I did it, packing your tent in the morning when it's raining is really challenging, especially if you had a long ride ahead of you. So I decided to try Bubba Camping Services a try. My plan is to do it as long as I can. We have some people here that are doing it until their 80s. So if I'm fortunate enough, my goal is to do it until I'm 80 years old.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download on what is apparently National Grouch Day. Why would they make a National Grouch Day? I don't get that. Anyway, that probably explains what's going on with John, Bryce, and Lauren, and anybody else out there who might be having a down day. So cheer them up, give your friends a reason to laugh and smile. And a reason to laugh and smile is tonight is the premiere of the last season of Arrow. It's going to be a great, great season too. 8 o'clock Flash, 9 o'clock Arrow. Arrow, old school cartoon t-shirt for Green Arrow right there. So do that. Don't forget you can check us out at WNCT.com now at the download tab. Also Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. East Daily Download hashtag, and on the mobile app. Scroll down right there on the WNCT mobile app, East Daily Download. We will look forward to seeing you again tomorrow right here on the East Daily Download. Until then, have a great day, smile, have a great time. I'm out. Wednesday when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download. 10 p.m. anchor Angie Casada joins us for Q&A with AQ. We take a tour of the new Hispanic movie studio and find out about the owner's connection to Tyler Perry. We have part 1 in our series about ACEs for Autism. And WNCT-9 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson will introduce us to this week's Weather Kid. So join us on Wednesday for an all-new The East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.